What if, by learning one new skill, you could protect your memory, improve your attention, become a better multitasker, and even increase the size of your brain? You might be very hesitant to believe that all these unbelievable benefits and many more could come from acquiring just one new skill. However, this seemingly impossible skill does in fact exist, and it's as simple as learning a foreign language. Although some may say that learning a foreign language is anything but simple, with smartphone apps like Babbel and Duolingo, learning a foreign language has never been easier or more accessible. Another common misconception about learning a foreign language is that if you don't learn one during your childhood, it is impossible to pick one up later in life. Many experts now believe that learning a foreign language is no harder when you're an adult than when you're a child. In fact, Catherine Snow, PhD, Henry Lee Shattuck Professor of Education at the Harvard Graduate School of Education, stated, "The evidence clearly demonstrates that there is no critical period for second language learning, no biologically determined constraint on language learning capacity that emerges at any particular age." With that being said, many people still believe that, though learning a foreign language is more attainable, it's a fruitless effort. However, while some believe that learning a foreign language is pointless and impossible, with the innovative technology we have today, there's nothing stopping you from learning a new language and reaping the various academic, cognitive, and cultural benefits it has to offer. The benefits of learning a foreign language are primarily academic, as it has been shown to help improve everything from one's math skills to one's ability to hypothesize in science. But surprisingly, learning a foreign language is most helpful when it comes to English. In fact, a study of 13,200 third and fifth grade students in Louisiana public schools revealed that regardless of race, gender, or academic level, children taking foreign language classes did better on the English section of the Louisiana Basic Skills Test than those who did not. That is because when a person becomes fluent in a second language, they become aware of the differences in structure of the foreign language and become more conscious of the vocabulary, grammar, conjugation, idioms, and sentence structure of their first language, which in turn makes them better at their first language. Although others may argue that learning a foreign language takes away valuable time that should be dedicated to more relevant subjects, such as math and science, in actuality, learning a foreign language has been shown to greatly improve one's efficiency in both subjects. One study found third grade students scored significantly higher in math and language arts on the Metropolitan Achievement Test after one semester of foreign language study for 90 minutes each. As I previously mentioned, learning a foreign language has been shown to improve one's ability to hypothesize in science. One study examined the effects of bilingualism on children's ability to make scientific hypotheses and find solutions to science problems. The experimental group treatment included 12 science inquiry film sessions and 6 discussion questions, all taught by the same teacher in English. The quality of the hypotheses and the difficulty of the language used to express them were significantly higher for the bilingual group, but given the same instruction by the same teacher in creating scientific hypotheses, bilingual students consistently outperform monolingual students in both the quality of the hypotheses generated and the complexity of the language. This is because a well-organized bilingual program where children develop in 2 linguistic perspectives can make the position and positive interactions of cognitive functioning and language development more fully operative. In layman's terms, this means that when children take part in a well-organized bilingual program, they are shown to be better at learning and acquiring information and using more complex terms in both speaking and writing. Cognitive is defined as of or relating to the mental processes of perception, memory, judgment, and reasoning. And learning a foreign language has been proven to assist one in improving all of the above. One study looked at the effects of an elementary school foreign language program on basic skills by looking at the relationship between months of elementary French education and scores on instruments used to measure cognitive processes. The study included 67 6th grade students who were divided into 4 groups that differed by length of time in the foreign language program: none, 6.5 months, 15.5 months, and 24.5 months. The results showed that the groups who received foreign language instruction scored significantly higher in 3 areas. These 3 areas were their evaluation on the Ross test, which assesses abstract and critical thinking, their total score of all cognitive functions on the Ross test, and their total score on the Butterfly and Moss test, or Rorschach test, which is used to provide information about a person's thought processes and perceptions. In particular, the students who received foreign language instruction scored higher on tasks involving evaluation, a major cognitive skill, while the linear trend analysis showed that the students who had studied French the longest performed the best. Not only can learning a foreign language improve the cognitive skills of young students, but it can also help to delay the fleeting cognitive skills of adults. A 2010 study by 3 doctors collected from 211 consecutive patients diagnosed with probable Alzheimer's disease. They recorded the patient's age at the onset of cognitive impairment and their language history, including fluency in English and any other languages. The 3 concluded that out of the 211 patients they collected data from, 102 patients were classified as bilingual and 109 patients were classified as monolingual. With this information, they found out that on average, the bilingual patient had been diagnosed 4.3 years later and had reported the onset of symptoms 5.1 years later than monolingual patients, even though the majority of the monolingual patients had received more formal education than the bilingual ones. Overall, these doctors concluded that lifelong bilingualism confers protection against the onset of AD, also known as Alzheimer's disease, and thus appears to contribute to cognitive reserve. Last but certainly not least, there's the cultural benefit to learning a foreign language. The more people know about the customs and language of foreign countries, the more likely they are to be open-minded and respecting of those foreign countries. One study compared the cultural attitudes of second grade students taught in an additive bilingual program setting with those of second grade children in a monolingual classroom setting. The research then gave the Spanish immersion group and the control group, which is the monolingual group, a cross-cultural attitudes inventory, a test that is used to measure attitudes toward Mexican-American culture. The results revealed that a significant change in attitudes toward Hispanic cultures between the fall and spring semester in favor of the Spanish immersion group. In other words, the children that were taught Spanish over the school year became more accepting of Mexican-American culture as the school year went on. As Helena Curtin, former foreign language curriculum specialist at Milwaukee Public Schools, perfectly summarizes, exposure to a foreign language serves as a means of helping children to intercultural competence. The awareness of a global community can be enhanced when children have the opportunity to experience involvement with another culture through a foreign language, which, in the increasingly multicultural and multi-ethnic society we live in today, is invaluable. The academic, cognitive, and cultural benefits of learning a foreign language are tremendous. Learning a new language improves everything from one's math skills to one's ability to hypothesize in science. And thanks to modern technology, it's possible to do so without ever having to leave the comforts of your home. In conclusion, learning a foreign language has never been easier. So why not take advantage of all the various benefits it has to offer?